Welcome back to the Ben Breakfast Show. Well, it's now time to take on our business mogul, our business consultant, our business mentor, Sonny. Welcome again.
Thank you.
So many times.
Glad to be here.
Fantastic. And we've got Judy Roberts as well with us in the studio. Welcome to the Ben Breakfast Show for the first time, Judy.
Thank you.
Nice to have you. Well, last week, Sonny, we spoke about financial freedom. How can we use our home-based business for financial freedom?
Well, you see, rather than using the word financial freedom, I call it financial independence. Why? Because when you are independent, it gives you a lot of adaptability. It gives you a lot of functionality about your own life, what you can do. And like I said, when we began this program many months ago, I said the purpose of this program is really to give people information. And what I do fundamentally are two things. If you don't have money, I help you to generate it. I show you ways and means of generating that money. If you have it, I help you to increase it, to increase your financial capacity at any point in time. Those are my two main objectives since we started. And over the months, I have helped thousands of people across the globe to be able to do just that by using their own home-based business, sitting in the comfort of their own home, and they make money. Even while they're sleeping, they make money. And I'm confident your viewers as well and listeners at home, I can help you too. So last week we talked about financial freedom. I'm going to use your expression, but I'm going to use the financial independence. Well, there's a quote I love this one, that money plus time are the main two resources on the planet. Money plus time give you life independence. Yeah, that's what it is basically. So today, I think what we're going to be talking about is how can you be working from home and gain that financial independence. Julie Robert is also here, who have been in the home-based business for many years.
I was going to come to Judy actually to say
who is actually going to give us a lot of advantages.
Judy, they say the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and you are the eating. You are here.
Absolutely.
I've been talking about the pudding, but now you are the eating. What are the benefits of a home-based business?
Yeah, benefits of home business. First of all, I would like to say that I am an old mom. I had my children later in life. And when you got children, working and looking for money is kind of a big issue because you don't have enough time to look after the kids and go and work at the same time, until I found a way that I could do the same and get more benefit out of it, that I could make more money, whatever I want with the time that I have, because I stay at home and do the business at home. And I'm sure a lot of mothers like me, or even anybody, can do it. Sometimes we have, if you are doing your business at home, you can plan your own time. So an hour, 2 hours, it's up to you how much you want to make. So you can plan it, being at home.
Okay, obviously you've told us the reasons why you decided to go into home-based business, but then how can others get, inspired by working from home? What are the struggles that are involved when you first start?
Yeah. Of course, everything we do, we got struggles. We can't even move 1 inch without having an obstruction. There's a lot. In my experience, because I live in a country where I don't really know a lot of people, So it's more like getting to know the people that you want to do business with, but also knowing what they need so that you can give them, or you can offer them what they need. Then that's how I find it,
And then I was going to come to say there might be, distractions. I can imagine myself working at home.
Yeah.
When I open the fridge, I see food. I get a snack, my phone, my TV. There can be that distraction because you are in the comfort
House,
of
yeah.
your own house. There's so many things that can distract you. Somebody will knock at your door and eyes off the ball. What can one do to ensure they're, you know, like they take that time? If you're going to work from 9 to 1, it's strictly 9 to 1, how can I avoid my, you know, the realistic distractions?
Yes, that's a very, very good question because that happens. That's a very, you know, anybody or anytime it happens, easily done. I found out that it's all about why are you doing things? Why are you doing it? So if you think about why the reason why you're doing it, you will focus to what you're doing. So you allocate. That's when your planning comes in. Anybody, you can have your phone, you know, keep ringing like that, and you have to discipline yourself and make sure that you have to do first. You got your priorities worked out.
Okay, and before I get back to Sonny, what are the benefits you've seen so far yourself in home-based business? What are some of the benefits, achievements? Have you been to a lovely, you know, holiday? What are the benefits? Tell us more.
Yeah, I can afford to give my children more than, you know, I thought I could. And also, benefits of it is there's other people out there who are like me. And then we can all get together. And you think it's the end of the world, but it's not. There's more things that you could do together. Just being not, you don't have to go to a corporate place or a business, big business establishment. You can do it together.
Fantastic. Well, coming back to you, Sonny, how can one start a home-based business? How much do you need?
Well, like I said before on this program, many a time, starting a home-based business is very easy. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need a lot of time. You don't need a lot of so many things. I put them into OPE, yeah, other people's effort. OPM, other people's money. Starting a home-based business, for example, I mean, for my own business, yeah, Julia can testify today, you can start as little as £100. Juliet runs her own healthcare businesses, right? And Juliet, just say, you know, some of the other product that you deal with, then I can emphasize on it.
This is the one that I really love and I'm passionate about. It's a cookware that makes your life easier in the...
Sorry, say that again.
It's a cookware.
A cookware, fantastic, okay.
Yeah, that makes your life easier in the kitchen so that you can have more time doing other things.
How long will you cook? How long will it take?
It's like you cook normally you cook your rice like 20 minutes or 10 minutes. This you could cook it in 2 minutes.
So very ideal for bachelors, isn't it?
Oh, of course.
Yes, Sonny, go ahead.
When I introduce, Judy has already built a network of clientele. When I then introduce the trading business, because that's what I do, you know, help people to trade in cryptocurrency. Judy said, oh, how much will it cost me to start with? I said to Judy, you can start as little as £100. He said, can that really sustain you for a business? I said, well, Warren Buffett, and this is what many people don't understand, they don't know. Warren Buffett started his home-based business, which is now a big empire globally. Do you know how much it was? $100. That's how much he started with. Warren Buffett now worth over 30 billion US dollars. So in a similar vein, I can turn your £100 today into Warren Buffett, 100 billion, 30 billion, 1 billion, 100 million over a time. As Judy said earlier, provided you are willing to remain focused and determined, you can build from the beginning all the way right down to the top. So my mandate, yes, I'm not a financial advisor, but I am an information provider. I provide you with information to incite you, to motivate you so that you can use your talent in the best possible way. That's my mandate. That's what I'm here to do. And I'm confident that people out there, because I already have thousands all over the world, and testimonies are there. Judy is one of those testimonies. I'm confident too that I can help you, those of you at home.
Yes, Juliet. Let's hear from you. He might be lying or he might be telling the truth. How have you benefited from Sonny?
A lot, but I must admit, in the beginning, I was a skeptic. I'm a woman. I don't just say yes or what. I have to make sure that things are really what it says. So in that business, it's
Why were you skeptical? We are all skeptical, but tell us, why were you skeptical?
because you hear a lot, you see a lot, and then
What do you hear? What did you hear yourself?
Like people saying, "Oh, you can make money doing this, doing that," you know, and of course you make money, maybe. I'm not sure, but with this one, that's why 100 pounds. Maybe to me, it's a lot. You know, I'm sure with others, but some people aren't. But that 100 pounds, if it doesn't make money, it's not too hurtful, you know. And I thought, I'll test it, see if it works. And that's how it started. And now I'm ashamed, actually.
Ah, fantastic. Well, I was going to come to you, Judy, to say distractions can happen in homes.
Absolutely.
Maybe your children are doing something that's wrong. Maybe your husband, maybe your wife is also maybe nagging. How important is, you know, being in an environment that's peaceful for this home-based business to succeed? Because, you know, if you're at home and your partner nags at you, your child upsets you, when you get to the office, you get on the train, it sort of like starts fading away, you get into a different environment. But then how do you cope with an environment sometimes that is quite hectic to deal with? Would that affect your home-based business?
And not at all, because the time is yours. Actually, you got more time. If your child is nagging or wanted to play, you got the time to play with them. Because in the back of your head, oh, I can do that after 6 o'clock or after 8 o'clock or later in the night. So you don't have a specific time to do your business. Because, like you said, the obstructions are there. You can't help it, especially with your children. You can't say no when they say, "Mommy, I want to play ball with you," or "I want you to read me this story." You can't say no to them. But your business, you can say, "Okay, I'll do this later." And you have to be consistent as well to do it, or else you're going to lose out. That's where the discipline is.
Coming to you, Sonny, home-based business, I think, sounds a fantastic idea. I mean, a lot of businesses that I hear about, new businesses, they all want to start from an office. I don't know if it's for status. I recall a friend of mine in Manchester who told me to come to his office. He mentioned this big company. So I went around in circles only to find the office was a little internet cafe hidden in the back road, and he was running at a loss. What are the advantages of a home-based business over having an office in a little back alley?
Okay, well, I mean, different people have different reception, different disposition in terms of how they function. For me, I can function at home. I can also function in an office environment.
But when should you move to an office environment? Is it when you start, or should you start from a home-based business? What would you
Well, when I started from home. In fact, I started about 38 years ago as a primary school teacher visiting kids in their home, right? So I don't have to have, my only overhead at that point in time is simply my car. That was it. Until I built up for me to be able to move to an office. When I then moved to an office, I know at that point in time, I have the resources financially to support, right? That was the whole idea. Many people want to start a business, accumulate a lot of overheads before they actually start. And without actually knowing their market properly. I had a lady some time ago, he came up to me, because being an accountant, he said to me, "Oh, I want a loan." I said, "Okay, I can provide you with a loan, not a problem. How much are you looking for?" He mentioned it, you know, within a few days, I got out the loan for her, about £50,000 to start a business. Guess what happened? 6 months later, she blew the money. Why? Because she spent the money unnecessarily on a lot of overhead that she doesn't need to. So today, I always say to them, start small. I show them about multiple of 4 or 5 different businesses. I personally have tested over time. I've tested about 4 or 5 different 10 businesses. And on the base of that, I can say to you, okay, this is your capability. This is what I recommend for you. Remember, I don't advise, I make recommendation. Based on that recommendation, you can pick up and say, okay, this is conditioned to us. I think, you see, the system we live in, we have been brainwashed, yeah, not patronizing anyone, or we have been conditioned.
Who's brainwashed us?
It's a system to say to you that 60, 40, 50, yeah, is all we are good for. What do we mean by 60? We work for 60 hours a week. 60 hours a week, right? Somebody said to me the other day, he said, oh no, we'll only work for 30. I said, but how about the community time? He said, oh yeah, I never thought of that. That's what we're trained, yeah? We're trained to look for jobs. We are not trained to look for opportunity, right? Which is 60. The 50, we work for 50 years of our life. And we remain broke for 40 years of that 50.
Amen. I like that. Well, just quickly, time not with us. I just want you to touch on what you said about accumulating overheads. How can startup businesses avoid accumulating overheads, those working from home? Just
Good.
Yeah.
If you're working from home, as Judy mentioned earlier, you're already paying the mortgage anyway, and you're already paying the rent, if that's what's applicable. So you do not have all those unnecessary costs that you need to bear. Until you are able to stand on your own 2 feet financially to afford it, then you can move on to an office environment. Even when I started, you know what I used to do? I used to say to people, because I didn't want them to come to my home, I said, well, you know what? I have a meeting around Stratford. Why don't we meet at Holiday Inn, yeah? At Stratford Center. Oh, yeah, okay, that's convenient. Or why don't we Brentwood or, Heathrow? You can actually use a hotel lobby as your own, yeah, office to conduct any business. So hence, we are there as coach, we are there as mentor to show you the way, because we've been through, we applied through that road already. We know what are the pitfalls.
Right, I have to stop you there because we have to wrap up now. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us, especially to you, Judy. We wish you the best in your home-based business.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's it from the Ben Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Don't forget to catch the Ben Breakfast Show on Thursday between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. We are back next week on Tuesday, hopefully with Tommy Badejoko, who's away today. But again, don't forget, sit back at 1 p.m. and watch the lovely Pauline Long Show. Well, from myself, I'm Chinodet Sengalumbwe. I'd like to thank my producers, Uche and Tony, for doing an outstanding job. Keep warm and have a safe week.